Good afternoon, and thank you for joining our news broadcast from Davis Hall. My name is Doug Seipel.
And I'm Anna Sloan, bringing you stories relevant to IUP and the Indiana community.
Today we will share stories about its anticipation for It's a Wonderful Life Festival and a news segment on what's around Indiana.
We will also have a story about Thanksgiving, but first we begin with stories close to us.
The famous restaurant Texas Roadhouse has recently opened up a location in Indiana, PA. For those who do not know, Texas Roadhouse is a steak restaurant. They offer not only steak and ribs, but also burgers. They also serve wine. Even though it's not too close to campus, many students have already been going out to the famous restaurant. The restaurant has a bar open from 3 to 10 or 11 p.m. on the weekdays, and 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Texas Roadhouse is another example of the growing number of businesses in Indiana.
The IUP Crimson Hawks finished their fall 2024 season last Saturday. The team won 7 games and lost 3. They did not make it to the playoffs due to their losses to Edinboro and Slippery Rock. Despite not making the playoffs, the Crimson Hawks did win their last game facing Shippensburg. IUP won with 38 points versus Shippensburg's 7 points. The final game last Saturday also marked the ending for the Com Sport production class, producing the IUP football games. They had a total of 4 games this semester. Due to the retirement plan of the IUP engineer, Chris Barber, this is also his very last football production. Mr. Barber has been instrumental in sports production class in the comm department. He will also assist the sports production for basketball season in the spring, but will retire at the end of next semester.
Debates about the results of election continues in Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court directed all of the state's county election officials not to count certain mail-in ballots for this year's general election that arrived on time, but in envelopes with the correct dates handwritten by voters. This action took place based on the order from the Republican National Committee and Pennsylvania Republican Party. The case centers on 74 provisional ballots in Bucks County that were disqualified. The action prompted protests from Democrats that rejected the ballots, which violated both the Due Process Clause of the U.S. Constitution and other protections for voters. AP Press has declared Republican Dave McCormick has beat Bob Casey. However, there is still reporting for the election results. The results remain tight between the two candidates.
A high school senior is taking his part in helping the environment. In King of Prussia, a young student is taking the initiative to clean trash in his community. Michael Butler created a campaign called Keep Upper Merion Beautiful, and has so far collected over 600 pounds of trash. Butler has been documenting his good work on social media. Butler puts the acts of his campaign on Instagram since his last April.
Still ahead on IUP News, we will report about first-time voters in IUP.
And along with a story about a special parade and Thanksgiving.
We're all searching for opportunity, a challenge. Here, asking what if, what's possible, is the mindset. Welcome to the Oak Grove at IUP, where big-time research opportunities are for the many, not just the few. And world-renowned professors ignite ambitions. Search here, and there's no telling how far you'll grow. Get in the Grove at IUP.
Since President-elect Donald Trump won the election earlier this November, Trump has already started to develop his cabinet and elect key people in certain positions in the government. He chose Pete Hegseth, a former Fox News host, as Secretary of Defense. Many critics are skeptical of the choice of Hegseth due to his lack of political experience. For Director of National Intelligence, Trump chose former Democratic candidate Tulsi Gabbard and Lee Zeldin as Director of Environmental Protection Agency, or APA. The selection of Lee Zeldin has been criticized for his anti-environmental past. Mauro Rubio has been selected as the Secretary of State. Another notable member was Robert F. Kennedy, Jr. as the Secretary of Health and Human Services. The choice is also controversial due to RFK Jr.'s opposition of vaccines and his controversial stand with his family.
Still about President-elect Donald Trump. Earlier this week, he has declared a national emergency to deport millions of immigrants by using the military. A conservative activist said that Trump will deport millions using the military. Trump confirmed the claim that the activist made on social media. While multiple presidents have used the military to border enforcement, but never have been used as a domestic police force, Trump also promised to use millions to create a 20-still fence around the Mexican border. Many immigrants, human rights, and environmental groups have criticized this project as xenophobic and environmentally harmful.
When we come back, we will have international news. Please stay tuned.
Welcome to a place where opportunities abound, where students have the option to study healthcare in places all around the world, and thousands learn beyond the classroom every year. Welcome to the Oak Grove at IUP. Students here go out in the field to measure biodiversity, and even the Virgin Islands to study sustainability. Ready to pursue a real-world opportunity that brings your passion to life? Get in the Grove at IUP.
The war between Russia and Ukraine has jumped into worsening conditions. The international communities have warned a dangerous escalation on the ongoing conflict. Ukraine remains on the front lines of relentless attacks, while Russia faces growing international isolation and economic challenges. In a significant move, Russian President Vladimir Putin has revised the country's nuclear doctrine. This comes just 2 days after U.S. President Joe Biden authorized Ukraine to strike targets deep inside Russian territory using American-made weapons. The updated doctrine states that Moscow will consider any aggression by non-nuclear state as a joint attack on Russia, especially if it's conducted by a nuclear-armed country.
In New Zealand, more than 42,000 people have taken to the streets in a historic march to the nation's parliament. They are protesting a bill which they believe has threatened the foundation of the country's identity and undermines the rights of its indigenous Maori people. Their traditional Maori peaceful walk began on November 10th in the far north New Zealand. Protesters journeyed across the North Island, making it one of the largest demonstrations in the country in decades. Critics of the bill argue that it dilutes the rights of Maori people and seeks to reinterpret the Treaty of Waitangi. Treaty of Waitangi is a document signed by the colonial British regiment and 500 Maori chiefs in 1840 that enshrines principles of co-governance between Indigenous and non-Indigenous New Zealanders. The treaty is considered one of the country's founding documents, and the interpretation of its clauses still guides legislation and policies today.
In Japan, a significant chapter in the history of the imperial family has come to an end. Princess Yuriko, the oldest member of the imperial household, has passed away at the age of 101. The imperial household agency announced that the Princess Yuriko died on November 16th at a Tokyo hospital. While the cause of death was not officially disclosed, Japanese media reported that she suffered from pneumonia before she passed away. Born in 1923 into an aristocratic family, Princess Yuriko married Prince Mikasa at the age of 18, just months before the outbreak of World War II. Her marriage to the younger brother of Emperor Hirohito and her role in the imperial family made her a witness to key moments in Japan's modern history.
Coming up, we'll have a story about a Christmas movie parade,
as well as the experiences of first-time voters.
This is your time to engage, create, follow your passion, show your spirit, go all out, or just kick back. Here in the Oak Grove at the heart of IUP, endless opportunities await. Where do you fit in? Wherever you want. This is your time. This is your place. Get in the Grove at IUP.
Christmas is coming up very soon. Many people have beloved Christmas movies. One of the most popular is It's a Wonderful Life, starring Jimmy Stewart. Recently, there was a parade for the famous movie. Anna Sloan has the story.
This past week, the Indiana community spent time transforming Philadelphia Street into a winter wonderland. The It's a Wonderful Life holiday parade and festival on November 22nd at 7 p.m., with a festive celebration for the community to bring in the holiday spirit. At Create and Curate, a local Indiana shop, many of the items are handcrafted and have a Jimmy Stewart theme to them for the celebration.
Well, I think our whole store basically is centered around It's a Wonderful Life. We love the movie. I've been watching that movie for years now as I wrap gifts and stuff. And so we wanted to make the store about It's a Wonderful Life. So obviously we're big on Jimmy Stewart, big on the movie, big on Christmas time. So we've kind of modeled our whole store around that, about the Christmas cheer and the holiday cheer. So I think having some products here that kind of reflect the parade and this time of year is super cool. And we're a little bit farther from the festivities, but I feel like people know that this is the place to go to get Jimmy Stewart merch and stuff like that, and really the community getting involved. All the businesses are doing something really unique that they offer during the parade, during the festival, during the weeks after, leading up to Christmas. So I think us being involved in that has been really cool, just to share the Christmas spirit more.
That was Samantha Elishama, the owner of Create and Curate. Create and Curate will be hosting a Polaroid booth during the festival parade on November 22nd at 7 p.m. Many other businesses on Philadelphia Street will be participating as well, just like Philadelphia Street Candle Bar.
It's just a very family fun event, but a lot of people do come in at this time of year for It's a Wonderful Life, for the whole Jimmy Stewart movie and everything. So it's really cool getting to see the different family members that haven't been here for a while. That's so much fun to see. And it just gives people time to bond. They come in, they bring a bottle of wine, they sit, they make candles, they hang out.
You could build your own, like make your own It's a Wonderful Life candle. But this year what we did differently is we actually pre-made ones. So like you can actually just stop in and just grab your own like pre-made custom blended scent that we decided to choose, which is gonna be Fraser Fir. Some of the like fun scents is like elf sweat, reindeer poo.
It does not smell like poo.
No, it doesn't smell like poo. If anything, it's like snow with maybe a pinch of chocolate. It's hard to describe. You'll have to come in and smell it yourself.
But I also want to mention the small ones that we have. We have It's Wonderful Life candles in 2-ounce scents that are pre-made that the head of the United Way campaign has curated these scents along with Derek's help. But they are getting all the proceeds from these. So we're donating the candles to the United Way.
That was Andrea and the owner Derek from Philadelphia Street Candle Bar, which will be hosting an interactive experience. It's a Wonderful Life candle making on Saturday, November 23rd. A perfect souvenir for the holiday season. Many businesses agree that this event will bring family and friends together to celebrate the holiday season. And many local businesses have been preparing to make their events special for the Indiana community. Like Paper Garden Co., who will be hosting a Christmas craft and holiday fairy gardens. And just like Commonplace Coffee, who will be hosting a holiday pop-up market. The It's a Wonderful Life parade and festival is truly a town-wide celebration. Local businesses play a crucial role in creating a magical experience for the community that aims to bring people back year after year. The Indiana community is eager to celebrate the season, the town, and the spirit of holiday giving. This is Anna Sloan reporting for IUP News. By now, we know the result of the election. As a team, we learned so much from our coverage, especially after talking to first-time voters. Ram Sharma and I have a story on these voters, their hopes and their concerns, and what their votes meant for the direction of our nation in the years to come. Here's the story. In the presidential election, every vote counts, and any subgroup of voters could have a significant impact on the outcome. Across the United States, a new generation of voters stepped into the voting booths for the first time. Today, we're hearing from young Americans who cast their very first ballots, a milestone moment filled with excitement, hope, and reflection. Students from IUP who have cast their votes for the first time show their excitement.
Leo Heidler. It was interesting. It was definitely a little bit new for me. It was kind of underwhelming. You just go in, they check your registration, you give them your ID, they give you your ballot, and then you go fill it out, and that's about it. What motivated me to vote this year was mostly women's reproductive rights, transgender health care, other issues similar to that. That's something I'm really passionate about, and I wanted to make sure that I can do my part to ensure, our community's safety.
For many young voters, their decision to vote was driven by issues they're passionate about, issues they believe will shape their futures.
I was motivated to vote because one, I'm a citizen. I should vote. It's not mandatory, but I should. I think it's very important for me to vote, to uphold democracy in this country. Well, I think it means several things. I think the first thing it means to most youths is to simply getting their voice out. There's a lot of young people whose voice hasn't been heard, and a lot of them feel like they have not been heard, and I agree with them. We have not been heard, I think, most of the time, and I think we need to be heard. And this election is one of the ways we can have our voice heard. So it's very important for youth to vote.
voting isn't just a civic duty, it's becoming part of youth culture. Some of the youths have shared the factor of motivation behind their motive of voting. Many first-time voters said seeing friends and family talk about voting encouraged them to get involved. Social media and peer networks have also played a huge role.
My name is Ines Uwineza. My experience was good. It was very fast and easy, straightforward. Basically social media, because that's where I get most of my news, and just watching speeches of both candidates. I agree with Kamala more. It's very important for us young people to vote because all the new policies that are being made are going to affect us a lot. So I think it's important for us to vote.
For these young voters, casting a ballot is more than a right. It's a way to take ownership of their future. Their first vote represents the beginning of a lifelong commitment to make a difference.
My name is Aline and I'm a first-time voter. I would definitely say yes because I feel like with the future for tomorrow. So if we want to see like a better future or a better tomorrow, definitely gonna be out there and vote.
Now the results are in. These young voters know their voices have contributed to the direction of the nation. For many, it's just the beginning, a first step in a journey of engagement, advocacy, and shaping the future they believe in.
Hi, my name is Janet, and I'm the first-time voter for the first time. Well, I would say like my friends and families, and also like as a person growing up in this place, I want to know, like I want to see like the changes from before. So that was like part of my motivation. I think I would definitely encourage the youth to go vote because we are the future for tomorrow. So it will be like benefit us to see who we want in the office, to see different changes. And also we never know, we are the future presidents of tomorrow. So I would encourage most of the youth to vote.
The impact of their first vote is clear. And with each election, they'll continue making their voices heard, one ballot at a time. This is Anna Sloan and Ram Sharma reporting for IUP News. Still ahead on IUP News, we'll have a sports report.
And a segment with Alexis about Thanksgiving.
We're all searching for opportunity, a challenge. Here, asking what if, what's possible is the mindset. Welcome to the Oak Grove at IUP, where big-time research opportunities are for the many, not just the few. And world-renowned professors ignite ambitions. Search here, and there's no telling how far you'll grow. Get in the Grove at IUP.
We're back with IUP News with sports. So Carson, what's the news?
The St. Louis Cardinals have been defining expectations for this season. With an initial start of 6-4, they have a chance to make it to the playoffs this year. Commentators predict they have a 70% chance to make it. On Sunday the 17th, the Cavaliers faced the Charlotte Hornets at the Cavs Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The Cavaliers now have a winning streak of 15-0. The Cavs are looking extremely strong this season. Their next foe is the Boston Celtics. The Celtics have a great season too. They will play on Tuesday night. That's all for sports now. Back to you, Anna and Doug.
Thank you, Carson. Now we will have a story on Thanksgiving and a report about things to do during Thanksgiving.
This is your time to engage, create, follow your passion, show your spirit, go all out, or just kick back. Here in the Oak Grove at the heart of IUP, endless opportunities await. Where do you fit in? Wherever you want. This is your time. This is your place. Get in the Grove at IUP.
Thanksgiving is around the corner. Our reporter, Alexis Smith, will share on activities around town, including some tips on where to find last-minute gifts.
While IUP campus might be quiet soon, Thanksgiving is in less than a week. Indiana is ready to welcome the holiday with celebration festivities. It's a Wonderful Life in Indiana will mark the celebration this Friday with Christmas tree lighting and a parade on November 22nd. Philadelphia Street in downtown Indiana sparkles with lovely Christmas tree decorations on the lampposts and twinkling lights decorating the buildings. While you walk around Philly Street, don't forget to check out vintage Christmas light displays situated throughout the downtown area and beautifully decorated storefronts where you can shop for unique gifts. Enjoy free hay rides, visits with Santa, roasting marshmallows, hot chocolate, soup in the park, face paintings and ornament making, and fresh evergreen wreath sales from local Christmas tree growers. We know parking might be challenging. There's a free shuttle courtesy of Indiana County Tourist Bureau. If you come early, you can enjoy a matinee of It's a Wonderful Life. The celebration will continue until December 7th and Family Day on December 14th. The festival will conclude with IRMC Park Day on December 21st. As for Thanksgiving, the Grace Church will be hosting the Thanksgiving Concert of Praise on Sunday, November 24th at 6 p.m. This annual evening of worship is organized by the Christian Witness Ministry and features various groups from our community and beyond. Everyone from all churches are welcome to join in the season of Thanksgiving. A free will offering will be collected to support the ongoing ministry of the Christian Witness in the Indiana community. Refreshments will be served right after the concert. Grace Church is located at 70 South 7th Street, Indiana. Another place that offers Thanksgiving celebration is the Salvation Army's annual Community Thanksgiving Feast on Thursday, November 28th. It's free and welcomes are welcome. Enjoy a homemade dinner with turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes with gravy, sweet potatoes, green bean casserole, a roll, dessert, and a drink. Don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity to share a meal and connect with the community. The event will start from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. at the Fraternal Order of Eagles, 420 Philadelphia Street, Indiana. We know what comes next after Thanksgiving is Christmas. If you haven't started your shopping or need more, you can visit the 5th Annual Country Fair Christmas. This event features a day of holiday shopping with a variety of exceptional vendors. Enjoy both indoor vendor booths and outdoor food and beverage vendors for a comprehensive and enjoyable experience. Join them for a memorable holiday celebration and shopping experience. The event will take place on December 7th, 2024, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the S&T Bank Arena. Back to you, Anna.
Thank you, Alexis. That's going to do it for us today at IUP TV News in association with IUP News and students looking for careers in the communications field. My name is Anna Sloan.
And I'm Doug Seipel. Be sure to follow our Instagram page at IUP_news and our YouTube channel at IUP News 4207. Please take care and have a safe weekend.